In Liberia, the everyday woman is prevented culturally from participating in the decision-making of her community. Also, many were made extremely poor due to the Civil War. USAID, with funding from the American people, is implementing through ACDI VOCA a biodiversity conservation activity, Forest Incomes for Environmental Sustainability, FIFES. The activity covered authorized forest communities in Nimba and Grand Bassa counties, with 5 in Tapita, 4 in Saniquelli, and 2 in Grand Bassa to increase capacity and livelihood for forest dependents. Traditionally, there are jobs dedicated to men, which women cannot do. Community Forest Guard, CFG, is one, and Georgia Kia beats the odds.
I do bird monitoring in the forest on Mamble. Before going to do my monitoring, when I walk and enter in the forest, after the boundary line, I take my waypoint, my starting point first. From there, I join the forest, I start monitoring the species of the animals. I feel very fun and proud as a woman to be forest guard. I learn about GPS through FIFES and I learn about biodiversity.
Over a 5-year period, FIFES implementation worked with not only enterprise groups of farmers, but also women owning resources together, WORK, a group of women coming together to save their own money and provide loans to other women to empower them, which in turn releases strain from the community forests.
Mon FIFES king, they included the Louis Savo group. We save together every Sunday. Roughly we have about 42 members now. When we started first, we started with 16. The second year went up to 30. From the third year upward, we are now 42. Yeah, we started it with 25 to 50 LD. The second year went up to 50. The third went to 100, and present we are in 300 every week. The work is to reduce the tension on the forest.
Improving the livelihood of the forest dependents help take away heavy focus from the forest, thereby ensuring that the forest is sustainably managed.
I got involved in this beekeeping. I was trained by FIFES, and beekeeping is good. I look at it that I can give me money, that I can support my children. The last time when I harvest, I get 12 gallons, and that's the way I was able to send my children to school.
The forest is for the community, and it's their responsibility to protect it.
The leaving of FIFES, it is very, very disheartening because the level of cooperations we have gone through with FIFES. The working relationship with the community, there have been a lot of skills that have been provided by the FIFES for the time being, and that skills, we can depend on that skills to improve the community's work.
FIFES builds capacity of forest dependents on how to harvest Zalopia without destroying it, as was done through the mandate of USAID.
Zalopia, in the country name, we call it country sport, and it's harvested for marketing. People now they come from Guinea, no material, but they can buy it. We sell to them. We use country sport for eating. Yeah, before then we used to cut down the country sport tree because we were now trained to eat. When we go in the bush, we see it, we just cut it down. But since FIFES, they've been helping us in the process, they've been training us some awareness in the community. So this kind of round, we know how to harvest it now. We can harvest it through the spear. We put the solar long stick that can reach to the tree. Then we tie it, we put it on the country spot and we hold it. Then after harvesting it, we will hold all the fruit from there. Then the tree will be sustained. That the following year, it will be able to bear again for harvesting.
Protecting the gains made is one sustainability approach. FIFES, like many others, are concerned about what happens after the activity closes.
We are organized ourselves within 11 CF that our FIFES sponsor. We have a work plan that we meet every Wednesday to have a coordination meeting and understand what are the problems within the various CF, and we take this problem to the national level to see how best we can mingle around for support to solve some problem within the CF. And besides that, we don't want for community to actually lose their weight or the power in managing the forest. In the absence of FIFES, all the coordination mechanisms that have been put in place, we hope to maintain and sustain this coordination mechanism.
The Forestry Development Authority is a sector which regulates forestry activities in Liberia and was glad to work along with FIFES on this 5-year forest activity.
every project will have an end. And government's ability to pick up from where the project ends has always been a priority for the FDA. So right now that FAFES is about to leave, it is obvious that the government has to step up until we can have another intervention.
FAFES implementation began September 2015, and we are proud to say we've been able to spend 5 years with our community forest management bodies. We also been able to work with a number of EGs, women-only resources together in all of our 11 authorized community forests. And then even the forest dependents, their understanding has improved greatly through this implementation. Without the support of these partners that we had before, which we called our beneficiaries, we wouldn't have reached where we are today. And our hope is they are able to pick up from where we are leaving off.